This is probably my favorite thing this week. So this girl goes, Netflix, how did it know I was bisexual before I did? And the obvious, like, why it's a BBC thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's so fucking funny because the obvious thing that happened was that, like, it influenced her to be bi.
What do you mean?
Like, she was like the type, she's like a, average, like, progressive chick or whatever. She's watching all this gay shit, and then she's like, I could be that.
Oh, well, she probably has the inklings, and then she started watching some like, oh, what's this queer as folk show? Puts that on because she's like in the subconscious. There's like, has some inklings about this stuff. Yeah. And then their recommendation engine's like, oh, you like this gay shit, do you?
That's what
Here's
happened.
more gay shit. Well, and then eventually she's like, oh, I'm gay.
But honestly, too, if you know someone's like, you can probably find out someone's a girl if they watch some girl shit. And then it's like a girl, she watched some girl shit. Then she watched like Dear White People. Then she watched like fucking Why the Trump's Bad documentary. And they're like, this girl's going to love gay shit.
Of course. And they just get an audience profile. Like, go on YouTube and just go watch 4 Ben Shapiro videos and see what they show you for the next month.
But you go, like, a lady, she's dumbfounded. She goes, but you go, do a Venn diagram of women who watched Dear White People, the Trump is Bad documentary, why global warming is going to kill us, and then do a Venn diagram of chicks that are bisexual.
Temporarily.
And then you go, find out how much of that circle fucking crosses over. You go, Netflix doesn't have to have rocket scientists working there to find out that you might be fucking prone to become bi.
Yeah, and then their like algorithm or whatever shows you like a couple bi things or like real bi things or gay things, and you're like, watch them both start to finish, and they're like
crying with her fist up.
We got one. We got a bogey.
We got a bogey. I realized that I was bisexual my second year of university. Big Tech seemed to have worked it out several months before me.
Several months.
I'd only have one term long boyfriend, and I always considered my straight. To be honest, dating wasn't at the top of my agenda. However, at the time, I was watching a lot of Netflix, and I was getting more and more recommendations, series with lesbian storylines or bi characters. More and more and more. It's like, well, definitely after we kept watching them.
Yeah.
It's like they do stop giving. That being said, I will say, Netflix is a little less bad, but the phone algorithms, it's like I said with the titties, they give you titties no matter what.
On YouTube?
You probably...
Or you like Instagram, you mean?
If you probably don't have to like that much like LGBTQ pro hashtag stuff to start getting fed. You're getting like they turn you into a feeder probably.
For sure. Well, by like...
this guy's under 6, he's impressionable.
Netflix,
Get the fucking
like
ball gag content.
Me and my
in
girl
there.
have our own profiles, and like sometimes I'll log into hers or whatever. It's like... Totally different.
It is totally different.
It is totally different. Like, it's just, it's as it should be. There's so much content on it.
I'd like a mix. I don't like to be pegged.
Yeah. I mean, you make a new one and just go watch a bunch of weird shit.
I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to do that. Okay.
I mean, you could.
But anyways, it is obviously when she's just like, they had a inkling that I'd be gay, and she's like, they kept sending me more, and you're like, what you're not mentioning is that you kept watching it. So it's like if they send you 5 different like if you're watching all your Trump is Bad docs or whatever shit, and then they send you like a bunch of LGBTQ stuff, and then you don't watch it, probably doesn't keep coming at you.
Yeah, for sure. Like when they show me that shit, I break my fucking TV, and I'll tell you what, they don't show me that goddamn shit again. Tell you who doesn't think I'm gay, fucking Netflix.
Are you still there? No!
No! Just fucking chuck the remote.
That's what happens to me when I hit gay shit too.
You go, I'm gay? You're fucking gay.
You go, yeah, you call up Netflix customer service. The fuck is this shit? What are you trying to say, pal?
Yo, you want to fucking pull up?
What, after I watched Last Chance U and then Equalizer 1 and 2, what in fucking God's green earth made you think that I want to watch a fucking video about the Roman bathhouse? You come here.
And
come here.
And then the person on the line's like, it's about the construction of the Roman bathhouse. You go, good answer.
Good answer. I'll tell you what, pal. You get a VHS of that, and you come give that to my face. You come recommend that to my face. I'm going to be at this bar tonight. You show up and look me in the eyes and tell me you think that I should watch this documentary on fucking Andy Dick's men. There were TV series that my friends, people of a similar age, similar background, and similar streaming histories, were not being recommended, and I'd never heard of. Well, that's probably untrue.
Yeah, that's not true. How do you know all your friends fucking?
Well, you're obviously watching different stuff.
Yeah, but also you don't know what your friends' Netflix recommendations look like.
You don't know what they're actually watching. This is the problem. It sounds like you're probably single. It's like, so you're only watching girl shit. Like other ones, a lot of times, it's like they're watching shit that's unisex. You know what I mean?
What was that?
Unisex. It's meant for him and her.
Unisex.
Oh, that's not the word? We got fucking Russell Brand over here.
It's unisex.
Oh, look at this bloke over here thinks unisex a word. The tremogrification. Our show that stuck out was called You, Me, and Her, but a suburban married couple who welcome a third person in the relationship. Like, that's a perfect example of, like, shit. You sent me a shit about a couple that adds another girl, and you go, I'd be giving them the treatment you just said, where I'd be...
Yeah, like, if you just watch, like, every season of Sex and the City, you'll get more, like, dumb horror content and not more, like, bisexual stuff. So it's like, it's just what you're watching.
When I watched Equalizer 9 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Really, like, straighten out the old algo. Just keep watching Equalizer.
I actually only do get shit like that.
Yeah.
Dude, everything that I get is like just a guy standing with a gun. My entire algorithm is one dude standing with a gun.
Well, why waste time? You know, why waste time making you search?
Which is funny because you forget that it's an algorithm sometimes, and I'll just be like, "Why is fucking Netflix trying to make me watch 16 Liam Neeson movies?"
Yeah,
it's like, because you watch the other 14.
Because you're gonna watch them, Ryan. Because you can fucking fight as you may. You will be watching these at some point.
I do watch him too. He's the best, dude. It's just like everyone is just his photo of his face doing nothing.
Same movie.
All right, after a couple of months of TikTok, I started to see videos on my feed from random bisexual creators. So I was just getting hit at all angles. And by the way, I will say that for these girls who are impressionable, they are getting hit at all angles with the LGBTQ stuff. Of course. If you're an impressionable person, you are getting fucking jammed it down your throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why. I do my part and burn a rainbow flag once a day in the middle of the street. Just
yeah, to let them know.
And then I film it and put it on TikTok.
A few months later, I came to the separate realization that I'm myself bisexual. That was my favorite line of the thing. She goes, so I was on Netflix. It kept sending me gay shit. Then I was on TikTok. It kept sending me gay shit. And a month later, I came to the completely separate realization.
Yeah. That's why this whole thing, because forever until very recently, the discourse was like gay people were born that way, and then they were always like, I always knew, and I had to pretend that I wasn't gay.
Yeah, now it's not.
Now you're like, I had no idea.
Yeah, it crept up on you.
And then I just was watching TikTok and figured it out. You're like, what? That's like opposite of what they were saying forever.
You're so right. It's like you ever see the thing where they take off I'm surprised they haven't made that movie about two lesbians, but they basically take off the girl's glass.
I've seen movies about two lesbians. I've seen a few of them, actually. I think they made that movie, Ryan. A lot of times.
That film exists.
No, I'd go to this as far as saying it's overdone.
They take
that genre.
They take the girl's glasses off and they realize she's hot.
Yeah.
She's all that. She's all that. There she goes again. Damn, pretty baby. Whatever.
Yeah.
Right? But like a girl, like a dude that doesn't know he's gay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's looking at a guy and he's just kind of having that sort of thing, and he puts a baseball cap on him and he's just like, I'm gay.
He puts a sailor hat on. He goes,
yeah.
Like I'm gay.
Well, it's that sort of thing. You're looking at a girl and they've always been like, they're having the She's All That movie with like just girls in general.
Yeah. I don't. Again, I'm very confused about all this.
Is that girl hot? And you're like, what the fuck do I? Maybe I'm gay.
Like even like JJ. Like JJ knew he was our friend JJ. Like he knew he was gay. He just hid it. He pushed it deep down.
It's the gay one's easier to explain because you're just like you're looking at a guy and you're like, I'd like to fuck him.
Yeah.
You go, that's the litmus test.
Exactly.
You're like, that would be sweet to fuck him. And then it's not like. I don't think it would ever be a guy being like, would you want to bone that guy? Well, bone a guy.
Yeah, you're like, ugh.
I never even thought of that. That's never even crossed my mind. I guess now that you like, it's a food that you haven't tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, have you tried putting Nutella on toast? And you're like, Nutella or something that you Nutella on a donut, and you're like, that doesn't sound
oysters. Yeah, you're like oysters, Rockefeller. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's equivalent of like a pizza topping you haven't tried. You should put toasted tomato on pizza. You're like, I don't know, that doesn't sound. Oh, I guess I never really.
I will suck a dick.
Yeah, they're trying to make it seem like that.
Well,
now.
they are making it seem like that, but the whole fight over it was they're like, you can't discriminate against us because we're born this way.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole like crux of the whole LGBT like equal rights movement was that we're like, we're not choosing this. We are this way.
All of them, they need that. Even the fat one, it has to be like, I was born this way.
Yeah, and now everything's just like, yeah. And then they're like, yeah, I don't know, I just guess I'm...
The algo got me.
Yeah, the algo got me. Exactly. Yeah, you're like, fucking the Netflix algorithm got me.
Yeah, it's like you could have gone one way or the other. They like legitimately, it was either she got sent like an early Stefan Molyneux video, and then it was a gay one, and she like it's a choose your own adventure that like leads to who you're gonna be as a person when you're impressionable.
Yeah.
No one is explicitly telling Netflix you're gay, says the Greg Serpio Garcia, PhD student at the University of Cambridge, specializing in computational social psychology. But the platform can let users know that you've liked queer content. That is I mean, this is the thing. Any girl could probably be convinced to say she's bisexual, and that's who's liking it. Like, there's probably not a lot of even progressive dudes. I doubt they're, unless you're really like trying to make a show of it, I doubt you're like low-key on your own, just like liking fucking, queer content.
What are you liking? You have to watch it on Netflix, though. It's like you have to go watch like a gay thing, which I'm sure.
I guess some of the things you used to give it a rating.
Yeah, there's no ratings anymore. Like, I guess there are guys who are like probably super like, hipstery, like liberal guys who are.
I mean, those guys are making a show of it, though.
Yeah, and they're probably not gay, but they probably have like conversations about these like things with their like groups, and so they're like they have to be up to date, so they kind of have to know.
They have to be in the know if there's a new term coming out.
I mean, like, dude, if you fucking go like Clockwork Orange and tape my eyes open, making me watch gay porn, I'm not gonna be gay.
Hey, stop asking.
I tried it. I tried it.
Not gonna be gay, Rabbi Brownstein. I don't care how many times you, my dad, or my uncle want to do this experiment.
There is no amount of gay porn that I can watch that'll make me gay. I've tried it, okay?
It doesn't make a dent. I love pussy.
You ever watch the update with that guy? What happened with that?
What happened with him?
Is
he like a queen now?
So he's totally gay.
Oh, he's gay
like
again?
Super gay. And no, actually no, I think he says he's not gay, but he's clearly like so gay,
flamboyant,
effeminately gay. And so he had no idea that was being broadcast. He like went to that church.
He didn't want it to become a meme like that.
He had no idea.
I feel bad for him.
He thought that it was just going to be like a church that day, and I can't remember why he went, but he's like, I'm going to church, and then he was just like depressed or something. He didn't know that was getting live streamed on the internet.
Ooh. Oof. Dude, his boyfriend's watching at home. What the fuck?
That's a fucked up way to find out you're not gay anymore, Tyrone.
But there was just one last thing that I wanted to bring up. Oh, it wasn't. There was two more. A user does not have to be previously streamed LGBTQ. I mean, it's pretty obvious to know the type of person that would be into this shit, right? But it goes, the reason why that like people are covering this article and BBC, because there's like a social point to all this. It's not just that she's gay. She goes, the reason why the fact that Netflix knew she was gay might be problematic, because in some countries where homosexuality is illegal, it could be potentially putting people in danger, speaking to LGBTQ people around the world. But I was just thinking, so they're saying like if you're in Iran or something like that.
And then your like dad logs into your like the family.
Or the government.
Or the government.
But like, which maybe is there's some truth to that, but like, what a funny way to get like busted being gay. Like they like bust into your house being like, what the fuck's this you watching? You know what I mean?
Let me see your Netflix.
Girls soccer.
But again, aren't those things that are like you get in trouble for? Aren't they banned in those countries anyways?
Yeah, that's a good point. But there's like you know, maybe they see that they like rewound on like a dick scene in like a movie that's actually a straight movie.
I mean, probably like the
like they watching those, you know, Judd Apatow movies where every second fucking scene's a dick.
Yeah, and then they just keep their pause.
And they could see that that's been watched a lot of times.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I mean, eventually, I wonder if their algorithm will like get to the point, the recommendation where it'll just like track your eye, so it'll just like really know what your eye's looking at.
I hope not.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I imagine that technology must already exist anyways.
They track Danny's eyes. He's looking at the guy's fucking wallet.